Greetings and salutations. Oh my god, I just farted and gassed myself out. Holy shit. Oh. Alright, bored. Greetings and... Oh, I can taste it, the fart now. Oh, fuck, just lingers. Go away. Oof, damn me. Forgot to add myself yet again. Hi, welcome to Cooks with Guitars. I'm Ben and you're not. Unless you are. Unless you're not. I don't think you are. I know all the Bens on the internet and you're not any of them. What? Alright. Welcome. If you're new, please subscribe. Based off that intro? I don't think so. Well, they get better, but most of the time they get worse. But, hello, welcome one, welcome all. It's a big shoe. We got live Q&A. Hopefully, if you got questions, I have answers. Even if I don't, I do. We're going to look at some bad album covers. That'll be fun and disturbing. All at the same time. Can you be fun and disturbed? Sure. Well, watch. Win Michael Krause's membership. You too can win Michael Krause's membership. Because he won't. Why don't you... His tagline should be, Charles, win a channel membership so I don't have to. Yeah. So welcome on. We got 27 people in here thus far. And, 28. All right. That's like one of those bonus cases of beer. Like they put the extra row on the end. So you get extra hosed. You're like, I can drink it too for, but why am I extra? Oh, it's 28. That's why. First in the chat tonight, we got Cushman NYC. Then we got Michael Krause. And then we got Earl. And rest in peace, Sly Stone. Yes, 82 years old, Sly Stone. You know, they said, Trev, that James Brown may have invented funk, but Sly Stone perfected it. Just saying. Everyday people. What's up, Paul McNary? He's an everyday person, along with L Bar J and Dave Chase. Not sure if he was naked at the Buffalo meeting. Only saw him from the neck up. He was naked from the neck up, though. I'm just saying. No, he wasn't. He was wearing glasses. All right, so they're all talking to each other about stuff, I'm sure. Ferd Burfel. Great to see the Grand Poobah. Who else we got here? Terry's 3Gs. Who else we got? There's Brother Ed. Ed, sorry he slept through the Buffalo meeting. That's okay, Ed. You know, sleep is good. I enjoy sleep. Who else we got? Jim. What's up, Jim? I like how Ed's apologizing to Charles for missing it. Charles missed it too, so don't worry about it. You know, it was good. It was fun. It was usual. Saw some guitars from Zach Thong. They're all saying hey to each other. He said hey to Jim. Unfucking believable's lurking while working. All right. There's Hip Metalworks. There's Brother Trev. There's Steve Reezer. Steve's here. There's Steve. Great to see Steve. Martian Murray. It's not Martian. It's not Murray. But I dig him anyways. Wayne McConnell. The legendary Canuck. Who else we got all here? Searching for Tone. Great to see Brian. They're all talking to each other. Tim Thomas. What's up? Greasy Monkey Guitars. I'm feeling pretty greasy myself. My AC isn't working still, so. Blame the dog. I can't. I can blame the cat, but she'll claw me in my sleep. Repeatedly. Hey, Richard Nagamitsu goes Baja Telly. Yay. Brody's Jam Cave is here. Awesome. Time Surfing Alien. I'm bound to determine to somehow get that to rhyme in there somehow. I don't know, but it wants to rhyme. I don't know how, but it wants to. Keith H is here. And we are damn near caught up, I think. No, we aren't. All right. We're a minute behind. All right. It's just people greeting each other as I'm scrolling through the chat, looking for new people. Looking for anybody, really. There's Bonkers. See? I was looking for Bonkers. There we go. So if you have any questions, ask away. And then we'll give away some memberships in a little while. I don't know when. At some point. I don't know. But I do know I got a guitar sitting here. I should let you know, when I came into the studio, about an hour ago, Charles knows, the temperature was 66.6 degrees. I know, but 90% humidity. So needless to say, the arthritis in the hands is just making an encore performance. Single finger pick. I can't. There's Zach. Found a thing. Thumbnail? No. Well, I don't want to step on it. Attack? No. Thumb. I'll throw it up there so it fall down. I don't know. Push pin. Thank you. Yeah, this is Electromatic, Rick. It's missing the truss rod cover because I leave them off. The pulsing feed. Wow, this is just vibrating. It's like it. Oh wow, the strings were vibrating so much. That was resonant. No, I'm on the correct mic. You know what it is? I'm not playing as loud. Another thumbtack. That's the word I was looking for. Thumbtack. What's up, Dan Gorman? Yeah, I hope Billy's feeling better. 3J Music, what's up? up. I'm almost warmed up. I'm going to double check the tuning. Well, I can. Woo! Just rolled back right over the cord. Ah, it's just perfect. You're fine. You're not. You're fine. Yeah, close enough for the girls we date. Yep. William Silva. Ooh. Let's try to do it in the right key. That is a little quiet. No, it's not the way we go at all there. Hey, Matt made it. For Dan Gorman. It's what the hell is this? 2210? Right, easy. We're trying to help a fella out. Can't read upside down. 2420. G2420. There we go. Wasn't smart, all that bridging with the thumb. Right hand's warmed up, left hand's getting there. this, I should probably let my YouTube chat catch up because I'm going to give away some channel memberships soon. And we just need it to, just somehow immediately caught up. Charles, I didn't have to wait for fucking 15 minutes. There's Joe McGraw. Blue Mox. Still no questions. Well, no, we did have one. What kind of guitar is that? We did that one. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we could do that with that tone. Oh. Sure, I don't remember. Rick. Charles hates it. I do the demos and I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about most of the time. Streamliner, sure. Electromatic, Streamliner. I can never remember which is which. I don't know. You know what they should call them? Hollow body, semi-hollow body, and fucking chambered. That's what they should do. Not just chambered, Charles, but fucking chambered. Because it's all empty under there. Kind of like my head most days. Just saying. So, yeah. So it's it. 2420. G 2420. There's always gas lingering, Terry. You should know that. Do I have a short scale guitar band? I have some mini guitars, if that counts. I have a mini guitar. That's short scale. That's quite. I have a cigar box guitar too. I'm sure it's short scale. For the crowd on one. It's unplayable because it's a mini guitar that sucks. I did a video on it. Should you buy a $35 guitar? No. No, you shouldn't. Just saying. Alright, where do I do this? Oh, man. Stupid pop-out chat. Doesn't have the option again. Oh, so what happens if I reload? Let's see what happens. It'll give me the option. Here. No, I'm not going to super chat myself. All right. Well, now I got to close and oh, man. Hassle factor 9,000. Give me a second, folks. I got to go over here. Remember looking live. That's right. Hey, that's me and I'm live. Look at that. Well, let's click on that. I'll probably get an ad knowing me. No, I don't because it's demonetized. Right. So that's me. So pause that. Now, does it give me the option to give away memberships? It should. Well, Jim just gave away a membership. That's awesome. And Noise Bloom won it. Awesome as well. There we go. There we go. Membership gift. Why did this last time to me? Hassle factor 9,000. Just saying. So let's pop out the chat. Pop the chat. Alright. Let's turn it to live chat so I don't miss anything. Martin Lemaire. He's here. BC Rich 581 just gave away a membership. And Scott Nickerson. That's who GSN 72 is. Those are his initials, and I'm going to just assume he was born in 72, because that's how that works. Well, maybe. There we go. All right. Steve Gunner. Hello. Welcome. Good to see you. All right. Let's get away as channel members. The fuck, it went away again. Are you kidding me? It did. So if I pop out the chat, I can't do it. Well, that's just dirty billiards. All right. Let's do this again. Back over here. Click on the link. Bring me up. It's going to give me lots of freaking 1 second views because it's me. Oh, hassle factor 9,000. All right. So we're just going to... All right. There we go. Membership gifting. Here we go. 5 golden memberships. Actually, they're the cheapest level available, but I don't choose that. Braxel received a membership from me. The Voice of Cornhole received a membership. 60 Cycle Steve received a membership from me, and RJ Ronquillo received a membership from me. Jeez, that RJ, he's won about all the memberships. I'm just saying. And then Matt, he's like, fuck it, here's 5 more. And Johnny Heartbreaker got one. Scrabble Bees, new name, welcome, and congrats. Jason's Guitar Shed, awesome. And David Holla Holla Holler, he's never heard that before. Jesus, he hates me now. In memorandum, Sassy Cat, rest in peace, Sassy Cat, won a membership. And some dickhold and poser named LC won a membership. Apparently he's still sub, Trev. Who knew? You know, he doesn't pay attention to shit. He'll probably unsub now they realized it. But one can hope. Yeah, he can. Yeah, national security and AI. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure I can say that's the first time we've given away a membership to someone who's passed away. I'm pretty sure. What's up, Sethley? Oh, Sethley, my boy. Can't help it, Charles. It's young Sethley. He's always wearing a blazer with some crest or something on it. An ascot, even though he's 10 years old. What kind of 10-year-old wears an ascot? One named Sethley, apparently. sick, Charles. Not really. Name the tune! Somebody. It's one of the few that I remember the verse and chorus. Woohoo! Don't remember now if there was a bridge. Mark Spurgeon. Being all vague. I like it. I'm like, oh, come on, I gotta decipher that. Bo's gonna miss your show on Friday, Charles, because he's got something better to do. Which I get it. I'd rather watch Eric Gales than you too, Charles. No offense, but you know. It's almost about that time, isn't it? I just realized I didn't have any forest fires it's like this game, this show, or game show. And I just lost all my bandwidth. Oh, no, it's creeping back up now. Well, why don't we just turn the master volume down all the way so we can put that in the place that it goes. Hopefully the guy will invite me on stage. Jeez. Bo just, it's now he's kind of expecting on it, Charles. You know, he gets invited up on stage. Ah, yeah. You know, do you know who I think I am? Let's bring along some party favors, Bo. If he's into it, which I think he is, you know, that will make his day, his week. What's up, Dimebag Coins? So at this time, I'm going to adjust my volume. I'm going to get louder now, Bo. You've been warned. Da, 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 da. It's like I should switch to stereo audio, but I only have one microphone, so what's the point? Welcome to the stage, Charles. Hello, Charles.
Hello there, sir. You know, I was just listening to you talking about Bo, and the phrase "Bo knows" comes to mind.
Yep. Yep. Dimebag Coin says, got my Leo James LP today. Can see a crack in the neck.
Oh, no.
Can't say I'm shocked. Aren't they basically Chibsons?
Yeah, but still, that sucks.
Yeah, I need a second mic to really go stereo, Dimebag.
You've been waiting for it to show up and waiting for it to show up, and then gets stereo, and you're like...
I can't get into that stuff with the photograph finishes and such. It's like, oh, look at this flame top. I'm like, that's a picture of a flame maple top, but it's not a flame maple top.
Yeah, but still, if you've been waiting...
Or it's a veneer about as thick as the paper that it would be printed on.
The fabric.
It's the best thing for them. Well, it's like, I'm not bagging on you, Brian. I like what Brian does, but, he said, it's a good alternative to an Epiphone Les Paul for a third the price. I'm like, but it's got ceramic pickups in it. The Epiphone has Alnico pickups, and The Epiphone's made out of mahogany with a maple cap, and that was I can't remember the name of the wood because I can't pronounce it, but it was some not mahogany.
Was it like Paulina or something like that?
Something like that. Hey, I'm here, Ryan. What? Okay, you can start. No, you're here.
Ryan,
Akume. Thank you.
Everyone's favorite music in law.
Yeah, which I've played some Akume guitars. I'm not saying they're garbage, but it's not mahogany. But they say, if you get into it, if it holds together for 6 months until you save up shekels for the next step. The only difference is you can gig with an Epiphone. That's the crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And always have. Well, the exception there's been a couple lean years, but other than that, Charles, like my touring career, if you want to call it that, when I was my main guitars were Epiphones, an Axel that was owned by my girlfriend, which was basically made in Korea, QA'd in California, sort of like a Reverend. And I think they went tits up about 15 years ago. And a Jay Tercer, of all things. But
that's a funny that you got the mileage out of the Jay Tercer that you did.
I did. Yeah, and I only just retired it a couple months ago because, it became my living room guitar. Mm-hmm. And I thought over the course of winter it went into back bow because it was buzzing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized there was a couple frets that are a little high up, which I never played up on the neck, so I never noticed. And the nut, literally the strings have worn through the nut so far down that basically the first fret is like a 0 fret at this point. So there's that, yeah.
Oh my!
But I hundreds of hours of playing on that guitar, easily, probably 1,000 hours. Plus whatever my friend Terry played on when he owned it on multiple occasions because that guitar went back and forth. I've owned it 2 times now, 3 times.
Yeah.
I looked at pickups; they would be as much as I'm paying for the guitar. Well, yeah, because. It depends on the pickups you're looking for too. You're looking at Seymour Duncan's. Yeah, well, they're it's a decent pickup that's made in the U.S. It's going to be worth more than what the guitar is.
Yeah.
So yeah. Speaking of bad album covers, you missed last week. Oh boy.
I heard they were something special.
Yeah, extra traumatizing to your brother. Poor brother Ed. It's like change it. It was like you with Yosemite Sam. Change it. Don't change it. Jesus. Yeah, different Terry. Yeah, so let's get to the album covers. And we go like this, and then we do this. And thank you, Trev, as always, for sharing the album covers. And the first one on the grill tonight is what? Zooming in. Ton Fixer.
No.
What the hell?
Tone Fixarna?
Right. Tone Fixerna. Sure. Let's go with that. Yeah, the matching shirts and ties. Yeah, that's quality right there.
The fact that 4 shirts and 4 ties exist like that in the world is
I'm just going to say it right here now, Charles. If it wasn't for those shirts and ties, I'd think this is a fucking staff photo from Radio Shack in 1986.
It does have that look, doesn't it?
All is Valzen. Family picture day.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's
first track on the back is You Can't Pick Your Family.
Right.
This has got to be some kind of German variation.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of it. And I like how they do the picture over the picture, so it's like their arms are cut out, but you can tell they took the picture before they were staying. Like the camera was clearly staying on a tripod.
And they figure if they put the little box around it, it'll hide it.
I didn't even notice the matching mustaches, Billy. Thank you.
Oh my!
A German Oldsmobile dealership.
I wonder if they all have the same gray pleated pants.
What's up, John? Do it on the right's high as fuck. Oh,
hey,
yeah.
John, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah, that guy's tripping balls. He did all the cocaine beforehand. What? Yeah, it's an interesting one. So
Those aren't ties.
and
Those
please,
are
folks, if you haven't already, please hit that like. It helps promote the video and stuff. We got 57 people watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff helps me out. Thank you. Let's go to the next one, Trev, because this is
the guy in the right is goosing the guy in the middle.
yeah. Fingerless Fiddler.
Oh my.
Roy Thackerson. Yeah. Wow, that's quite the apparatus he's got to hold the fiddle in place, eh?
Yeah, I guess he was not very
I was looking at the unit. See, it goes around his waist too, Trev, with the whole bracket to hold the end up, so he
can. His belly's helping. Yeah, bracket with the belly.
Charles, I don't like to judge a fella, on challenges in life, but if I don't have fingers on one hand, I might go into bongo drumming or something. Then, something that requires dexterity.
I'll tell you what it is. He's one of those guys that if you tell him he can't do it, he has to go do it.
Yeah, and he's probably better than any of us, too, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, he's got an album, so
Zach has a Jay Terson.
He's already doing better than I am. Yeah, he's got an album.
Fun, Zach. Chimbabayomi. Wow. Really good slide player. Wow, Brian. And stay away from the table saw. Sure. I think he uses. Does he have a thumb? Yeah, it's kind of a thumb in the stub. It's got to be painful to play that way. From what I've heard, like Tom having lost a fingertip, these are very painful to press on the string.
Matt says he did it with a handsaw.
Yeah, Fingerless Fiddler, Roy Thackerson. What's up, Mark?
Mark Taft in the house. How about that? And unfucking believable as well. Hello, Chris.
Rotor Table Revenge. All right, that's the B side. Like Dead Man's Curve, but Rotor Table Revenge. I put my drink down here somewhere. Ah! Yeah. Former chainsaw juggler. Yeah.
Wow.
After that chainsaw accident, there's no way you're going to learn fiddle. Watch me.
Watch me.
What's up, Glenn?
Hold my beer because I can't.
Oh my! While I'm drinking, Charles.
I waited for you to take the sip.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. That's revenge for last night when I got you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next one. You can't get weirder, right? Oh. Spit. Songs in the key of E flatulence. Yep.
Oh my.
Yeah. Songs in the key of E flatulence. Also, Charles, just because I know Billy's under the bus, under the weather, and he's about to go under the bus. We showed off an album here last week, Charles. In the post-show hang, he held up said album. He owned it.
Oh my. Oh.
Any locker room knows this song. Nice. Yeah. I thought this would get the crowd going a little more, but
I just was not ready for that.
I'd like to know what they're eating where their farts are actually visible clouds.
Well, there's the carrot. It's a can of beans on the floor, and is that pickled eggs up on
pickled eggs? Yeah, what clearly looks like a can of Budweiser and cabbage. A head of cabbage. I see.
Yeah.
I just looked at the. I use the term lady loosely in the upper right, but she's doing a different kind of flatulence, Trev. That only a lady can. Ladies don't do that. Fucking right they do. Usually after something, usually after some kind of activity. But yeah. Which reminds me of the name of a punk band we put together for a period of time, which I don't know if I can say the name of the band on air.
It's that good, huh?
Yeah. I guess I could put it in the chat. How about that, Charles?
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
All right. We were known as SCF. Okay. So just remember that. We were only ever billed as SCF. We never played any shows, but like. Yeah, SCF. I just remember that. I haven't thought of that in ages. You couldn't put it on a show poster.
Oh my.
Yeah. So that's what made me think of. I'm like, oh yeah, I had a band that looked like that. What?
This might be
any number ones? No, they're all number twos on that album, Wayne.
Oh my.
Now I know half these comments are based on my comment in the chat. For those that are watching on replay, hope you got the chat open.
Yeah, and if the chat, you wait for the chat to be ready.
Yeah. So there we go. Let's move on from Spit's album, Songs in the Key of E Flatulence. Although that is a nice name for an album, E Flatulence. I like that.
Yep.
Here we go. Let It Be Guitar. I gotta say, because it's exclamation mark. Joel Patterson plays the Beatles. That's some crazy Photoshop for back in the day, Charles. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty impressive. Good. Yeah. Only one of them has a shadow, weirdly enough, and it's the dude on the right. Monophonic, high fidelity. So it's really clear, but mono.
But that is pretty darn good, yeah.
Mark Spurgeon says, I woke up from a nap for this. Well, good luck sleeping after this.
We got a jazz master.
I was trying to figure out the guitar on the lower left almost looks like it's missing the neck pickup. Like it looks, I don't know. Okay, it's just tarnished. Yeah, we got a Gibby. We got a jazz master. We got another jazz box. Possibly a Gibby's covering the headstock. So, and same as him. Those are both actually Epiphones, and they're already embarrassed at that age. It's a Firefly and a Leo James. Another album I have great jazz covers, Billy says. Really?
Oh, this one might be interesting.
Well, like now the Billy said, like if it's jazzy versions of Beatles songs, ooh, but jazzy but not lounge act jazzy, Charles. Right. There's a fine line. I'm just saying. Yeah. Joel Patterson plays the Beatles. Let It Be Guitar. Now I'm wondering when this came out, because it came out before Let It Be came out? Because it's ironic that Let It Be Guitar, but it's in mono, which you would think it was, and he looks like it would be more early Beatles, but he could be a point
I would say pre-65.
I don't know. He plays a mean lap steel. Interesting. Billy's dropping the actual facts about it. Yeah, I love this, Gerald. Like people are trying to mock it. Yeah, they don't really have much to say.
Pretty Weezer.
Early Beatles were mono. Only on record. Live, they were stereo. No, they weren't. Actually, they were mono. Everything's mono. A Proclaimers reference. Nice, Ryan. Nice to see the meds are working. So, yeah. Well, I should say, Joe, they're all the same guy. Yeah. This is an interesting one. So.
I tell you, I like the effort on this one. This doesn't really qualify as a album cover.
No, but it makes you think. That's why it's like it's one of those palate cleansers, Charles. Let's move on. Plus, I'm always a sucker for someone plays the Beatles because there's a lot of we play the Beatles. So you're a cover band and you got a record deal? What? Yeah. Now let's move on to the next quality. Yeah, just one shadow. I know it's weird, eh? Blue Mox?
He's the only one really there.
I'm wondering if Trev left for a moment. I don't see a cursor. And he's muted, so we won't hear any moose mating calls. I couldn't resist.
Oh
yeah, speaking of the Beatles. Thanks again, Ryan, for coming on last night, even though I thought the Beatles and the Stones were both overrated. What? That was much fun. If you haven't checked it out already, folks, definitely check it out.
Yes.
How would we know if and when Trev's back?
I don't know.
Trev's back.
There he is.
All right, yeah, moving on next. There we go. The Alpiners recorded live at the Weintal Tenunda. Sure. Why one's in quotation marks and the other's in brackets? Why do I have a feeling neither one of those is the actual name?
Neither. Can't be.
And I'm pretty sure the cat just took over Paul's keyboard. Just guessing.
Yeah.
Wow. Someone likes to wear his lederhosen up higher than the other one, eh? Yeah. Sate recordings. Okay. PT Limited, sure. Photographs. In Australia. Jesus, what kind of a sweet deal is it, Charles? Okay, you do the photo shoot for free, and we'll put your photography service on the fucking front, not even on the back.
Well, it's funny though because like those are like leather shorts, right? It's like, and it's really weird for them to have their hands in the pockets.
Wow. So it looks like
isn't that the guy?
Yeah. Funny Bono and Richard Dawson are the two names you're looking for, folks.
Yeah. Which is the dummy? Which is the
well, I'm assuming they play polkas, Bo, based on the name Alpiners. I'm just saying. My sister. Welcome, Amanda. This looks like the bad guys have a fake German restaurant and the henchmen have to dress up as waiters. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's all front.
I'm going with that idea.
Right. I'd like to know. Do I really want to know what the track listings are by Australian polka? First of all, what the fuck does Australian polka sound like? Is it like polka with an AC/DC edge to it? I don't know. I kind of want to know.
You sure you're not no, Austrian, not Australian.
The photography studio is out of Adelaide, Charles, so I'm saying they're Australian and not Australian.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously, it said Adelaide.
That's weird then.
See, photographs, Adelaide studio from Bruno and Lindy.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Plus, do they really look Austrian?
No, but
oh, he's got the big feather poof in the hair or in the hat. You got to have that. It's a thing. Yeah. Have you not seen Sound of Music? No, actually, I don't know if I ever did see the Sound of Music. Let's move on, Trev. This is weird. Well, okay, speaking of weird, Preston loves Omaha Barbecue featuring Shuggy Otis on guitar. Who the fuck is Shuggy Otis? Those are two words you don't hear, two names you don't hear together. You know, that's like, I don't know, like Bubba or Skeeter Hurwitz. You know what I'm saying, Charles? The names don't go together.
Oh yeah. But I love it. It's Preston is the main guy as a sax player and featuring Shuggy.
Yeah. And Preston loves Omaha barbecue. Well, that's great for Preston, but what's the name of the album? That's the name of the album? Like, wait a minute. Were they at a meeting, Charles? Okay, the meeting was catered, right? And Preston likes to talk about himself in the third person, like Jimmy, And so they're like, so what are we gonna name it? And without thinking, he says, Preston loves some Omaha barbecue, and it's just more of a comment than a name suggestion.
Steve says it's a Spoken album.
Is there anything actually on the grill?
When he zoomed, it didn't look like it until he zoomed in, and then it looks like there's something on it, but burnt as hell.
Right? Wow.
I'm going.
Not to mention, who has that much flame to make something that burnt? That's what I want. How do you do that, Charles? First, you let the coals. We get let it get down. But oh no, if that's Omaha barbecue on the grill, pass. Although I will say how I like how the chef hat and apron match.
Yes. Well, see, that's why everything's burnt, because it took them that long to get the hat and the apron.
Yeah, the yellow flame is from the gasoline, right? Because they needed the flames to show that the barbecue was lit, I guess. That's the idea. I don't know. Obviously, Omaha barbecue sucks. Yeah, but who the fuck is Shuggy Otis? Like, those are just two names I would never hear together.
Locke says those are burnt coconut crabs.
Remind me never to order barbecue in Nebraska or Omaha. The whole state.
Possum, guaranteed.
Yeah. He likes it very well done, right? Quentin style. I don't know. And he's like, hurry up, take the photo. This saxophone's getting hotter by the second, being this close to open flame. Yeah, this is a weird one again, Charles.
It is. It's like just get out here and take a picture.
Shuggy Otis played bass on Frank Zappa's "Peaches en Regalia." No kidding. Wow. Shuggy Otis, his resume is expanding here, Charles.
Oh yeah, he gets around.
He was in Animal House singing at the yoga party. Nice, Brian.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's move on. This is wow. Tickle Your Fancy by Taste.
No. No.
Right, so we need a canvas to put the logo to shine it on. I know you're all white musicians. You probably haven't seen sunshine in months. Take off your shirts. Ooh, yeah, there's a white screen.
I just, the guy on the far left, this other side here by the Y, he's like, I'm not having this. I just want to go home.
Yeah. You can tell it's the third person's idea.
Yeah.
Nobody tasting that, right?
Yeah. I love how he's the only one wearing eyeliner too.
Oh yeah. Which one is the girl? Is a girl? You'd be surprised. I don't know.
Amanda says,
Terry might be honest. This screams of Canadian. How low budget it looks. I'm thinking they're probably a Canadian band. Especially by the pure whiteness involved too. I'm just going with that.
Yeah, but Amanda's got the comment. Ain't nobody tasting that.
No, nobody wants to taste that. Some poor producer, take your shirts off, boys. That'll be the photographer, Steve. I got this great idea. You boys all need to be shirtless. You can tickle my fancy, but don't touch my junk. Wow, Earl. Wow, Earl.
Okay, yeah, we're getting to know Earl pretty well.
Yeah. Well, we kind of got to know Earl on Saturday at the Buffalo meeting, Charles, just saying. He had his GIPS coordinates there, too. So in case I want to drone strike him or something, I guess. I don't know. Dude on the left has a great farmer's tan, right? He's the guy that rides shotgun in the van. That's why he's got the farmer tan there.
Yep.
Right? The guy with the glasses, see, he's got farmer tan. He drives. He's the one who drives.
It's like Rush, except for the
Together on
fourth
the road, I'm
member.
guessing. Yep. It's only got one king size bed. That's fine. No, it's not. All right, let's move on from taste because it's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Shannon and the Clams. What? Shannon and the Clams. All right. I think the dude in the upper right is actually Shannon.
You think so?
One guy's got a flower. Are you kidding me? That's not weird at all.
No. Well,
We've got a Dan Electro bass. Ugh. And a telly with a reverse headstock?
no, is that no? Go in closer on the headstock.
That is.
Yep.
It's a reverse headstock telly. So you got that's not a telly. That's got a custom bridge too. That's something else that looks like a telly. Wow, it could be one of the world's first parts casters, Charles.
It could be, but you know, the guy with the telly, his shirt would be a better covering for that telly.
Wait, there's nothing wrong with a blonde telly. Easy.
That's not a blonde telly. It's pink.
It's not pink. That's like blonde off white. Onion Records, I think. What's that crown thing say? Easy Eye Sound. What the hell does that mean? The hell easy on the eye sound? What? Oh, give him a pass. I know, right?
Apparently, the telly guy likes his girls better.
Richard Nagamitsu says, great band. She's also the club bouncer. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh. Skiddendales. Oof, that's bad, sis. I saw that from last one. Ooh. Yeah, the Green Giant vibe. Yeah. Or Green Giantess with the red fingernails. It's weird. It's another one, Charles.
It's one, all right.
Like, no idea what kind of music this could be, but I'm going to guess some kind of hippie bullshit. I don't know. They're in the hand of that weird green alien dancer from Star Trek.
Yeah, the Orion slave girl.
And who goes up with the name Shannon and the Clams? It's a bad name. It's bad.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if the woman was Shannon?
Well, she could be, but I think one of the dudes is named Shannon. I'm going with that. Could be him.
Yep.
Nice fucking beret, Shannon. Sniffing a flower, wearing a beret. And then the guy in the upper right is like, fuck that, I'm cowboy.
He's like, I'm just waiting for the country.
He's not even acknowledging the band, man. He's looking off the other direction.
No, he's waiting for the country and western gig to show up.
Yep.
He's on his way out.
Yeah. All right. Let's we got another one. We must have another one. I don't think that was the last one. Yeah. What else do we have here? Wow. Eddie Adcock and Talk of the Town. That's an impressive skullet. Because that's what that is. That's all the hair in the back and none of it on top. And the woman next to him looks like she's getting there too. Like she's got the comb forward.
Yeah, she's hiding it.
You know, but the creepiest is the fact that the dude's hair is just melding into the woman's hair below.
Below, yep.
Right.
It's very clear that the one on the bottom right is clearly their daughter because
this is remastered classic. Like,
yeah,
what? Yeah, it's almost like blended family, right? Like the two on the left got together with the two on the right, type thing. That's That's creepy. He looks like he'd be your guidance counselor in 1986 high school, Charles. You know what I mean? He's bald, but he's got the long hair.
No, he's the shop teacher.
No, shop teacher wouldn't have long hair. He's the guidance counselor. He comes in, he's cool. He turns the chair around backwards to show you he's cool when he sits down, Charles. I was once like you, kids. You're like, I don't think you were ever like us, sir.
He's the guy that shows up once a week to teach music theory.
Oh, the bolo tie, Trev, yes. Which is just a rock. That's classy. Yeah, it's a serious skullet.
Joe says that's why he.
I think the shop teacher was the fiddle player earlier. Exactly, Rob.
That's dark.
He is their guidance counselor. Okay, yeah. It's the creepy staff photo from a private school, Charles.
I love it.
Right? Here's our teaching staff. Oof, all right. Yeah, that's this is weird, Charles. It's just another weird one.
The more you look at this photo, the creepier it gets.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not comforting at all.
I swear to God, I think the woman in the back has moved 3 times.
Oh yeah. She looks like she's looking past the photographer at somebody that came in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Let's move on to the next one because this is weird. Laverne and family. Jesus loves cowboys. Laverne Tripp, who doesn't actually have her name on the motorhome, because as you notice, it actually comes out. Wow, that's a big hair on Laverne. Wow. Judging by Haas next to her to the left, that's a man that eats gravy on everything.
For sure.
You know, and then, fuck it, we're country. I don't care. I'm wearing my John Travolta suit.
That's right. He's going to the disco. He's on his way out.
With how many buttons were on that vest to make the vest do up that high that it's done up as high as the shirt should be? Is that mayhem? Yeah. It's
something.
You know, I'm thinking the little one might have been a little mistake on Saturday night, Charles. Looking the age difference between the kids.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was a surprise.
Yeah.
What does that say down in the bottom left-hand corner here?
It's a stamp of some kind.
Song
Revival Records. Well, we know the theme of the country music now, don't we, Charles?
Wow.
I bet you they do a cover of He Touched Me.
Country gospel, huh? Well, apparently
just
on this one, He Touched Everybody.
Around the album title. That's a nice touch. But yet they couldn't get Laverne Tripp to fit on the bus without it shooting out past the edge. Although Buddy's elbow shooting out past the edge too, so I'm not sure. They put some money into
Haas's cowboy.
And again, artists were really proud of their tour buses back in the day because this is not the first tour bus we've seen on an album cover.
No.
Sometimes it's just the tour bus. Why don't they call it? Look, I got a bus.
Songs from the bus.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, Amanda. This is the episode of Dukes Hazzard. They come into town to play a show, but he also swindles something. You know, He gets some side deal. Kickback. It's all about the payola, you know. Which one of them is dressed like a pro wrestling manager from 1979? Dealer's choice. And that could be up to almost like 1986, depending on which territory. Is there a bullet hole in the side of the bus? Possibly. There's someone on the bus saying, "Who the hell's taking pictures of our bus?" Right? It's not actually their bus. They're just like, "Quick, kids! Quick, set up the camera on a timer."
We'll put the name on later.
I don't know. Do we have another one? I don't think we do. No, I thought we
That's
were
the end. Wow.
Yeah. Laverne, not Ann family. It's a Laverne treble clef family, if you look closely.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool use of a treble clef. Jesus loves cowboys. Really? Honestly, I didn't know Jesus swung that way, Charles. But hey, it's Pride Month.
Well,
So there we go. Jesus came out of the closet apparently, and he loves cowboys.
Jesus
It's kind
loves
of a throwback situation.
I think Joe is right. That little kid looks like he might be tied to the fence.
Well, he just wouldn't settle down. He's got all the sugar going through him, and yeah. Everyone on that bus got touched at some point. Wow, Zach. Apparently, Bo, Jesus loves cowboys. Doesn't say he loves cowgirls. And it doesn't say the Cowboys. Like, go Cowboys! You know, it's not that. Jesus loves cowboys. That's an interesting one. All right, well, that was it's a little more gentle than last week, but still a lot of weirdness. I'm going to say last week we had a few that were, yeah, I don't know. A favorite? There's a lot of these are leaving me with more questions than answers. That could be the funniest one, though. Songs
that's
in the
that's hilarious. There was one before that. The
Fingerless Fiddler. There is that. A for effort there, and yeah, Twin Fix on
that one I've been trying to forget. So
yeah, stop. Just don't. Just stop. I'm gonna go with either the Fingerless Fiddler or the Fart album or Key of E Flatulence. Yeah. Well, thank you, Trev. And whilst I thinks of it, if you haven't already, please check out Charles' channel. He does like guitar projects on occasion. I say on occasion because we've been lacking in those videos.
I've had a video that is all shot and strung together, and all I have to do is the final editing. 2 months now, I think.
CSS. I was going to say, I remember you editing that video a few months ago. Yeah. So there's that, but that'll be coming out sooner, if not later. Plus, he hosts Guitar Safari with Seth, and then sometimes he chats with Charles. Well, actually, when he has Charles on, he chats with Charles, but other times people chat with Charles. Yes.
Yeah. So and we're looking for guests for chatting with Charles. We want to meet some more of the members of the community. So
I think you're due to have Dark Rob on.
Oh, yeah.
You're due to have Zach Thong.
Yeah. For sure. So when you go over to the channel, the email address is there. Go ahead and send me a message if you're interested, and we'll get you booked, and we'll have a good time.
Always fun. Richard Nagamitsu.
I mean, Greasy Monkey Guitars was just an awesome guest.
That was good. Who knew? Whoa. That's usually the ones that do the bragging are the ones that haven't done that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you show? I saw your Freedom Caster. I haven't seen a new telly or anything.
Yeah, he keeps wanting me to show it.
Rick says he'll do it, Charles.
Who did?
Richard Nagamitsu.
Oh, okay, Richard.
Reach out to cnugent1775@gmail.com. How I have your email address memorized is beyond a fellow.
That's weird. So here's the progress on Ed's Freedom Caster. And this is...
I was just thinking it was a strat-shaped object for some reason.
And this is just our first 4 coats of clear. So we need to do some wet sanding.
All the wet sanding.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you take care to not get paint in the neck pocket. What?
I heard about that one for a while. So I tell you though, look at the red, white, and blue binding though. I mean,
that's badass. Nice.
And this may be the best first spring of clear that I've had.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna play some music. I'm gonna thank some patrons because this show is powered by you folks. There's no commercials. There's no ads. Just saying. The virtual tip jar is open.
There you go. Well, thank you for letting me show that off, Ben. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you for showing it off. There we go. Charles, folks. Yay!
Ben.
All right, I'm going to get quieter now because I got to disable my echo cancellation. Do that. And we'll turn it up again. Turn it up again. All right. I want to thank the patrons because they don't have toques next to them in the chat, but they support this channel just as much, so they get a shout out. So I want to shout out Bent Tom, Guitar Man 45, Jeff K, Symmetry, Gear Junkie 35, that's Jason, T Ricky, Todd Flowers, Randy Crooks, Blackjack Guitar, John ZD351, Charles 75N, hey, unfucking believable, Josh Tamberg, Riff Fa Fa Fa, Johnny, Keith H, L&M Guitar Corner, Doug Strong, Paul McNary, JP Page 2, Fruitcake Tony, Charles Green, Mr. Anderson 59, Lawrence Castle, Alaska, Searching for Tone, the voice of Cornhole, Dastardly Dave, Puppy Badass himself, that's Ed, Brother Ed, Marcel Leblanc. I don't see Marcel tonight. Where's Marcel? Marcel. And Steve Munch Michelli. So if you want to be the newest patron, then you get your name read last. I'm just saying, it's a great way to help support the channel. Or, virtual tip jar is great. Become a channel member. All of the above, even, I'll say. Because, I like to pay my bills on time. I saw Martin Lemaire, but I did not see Marcel Leblanc. Thanks, Rick. Still hasn't worked yet. Oh, hear that sound? I can do the intro to Amos Moses. Turn up more. Oh! It's like the Spaceship Superstar intro, Trev. I wouldn't know, Patrick. I don't know any Slayer songs, and I refuse to learn any. Trev's like, don't pick at that scab. Just don't. Oh, there we go. That was why is it so dark? I always forget the bottom one's the tone. That should be the tone. Volume, volume, tone. No, you can't do that one. What could... Do you have some modulation and delay for a stony space out? Sure. All right. See what I can do for you. That's basically a request, Charles. Modulation. Ow. Thanks, Mark. After I finally get in tune. Thanks, Marcel. Thank you, Richard. No. No, you just lost out again, Mike. But it's good that you made it. But we're almost at the end of the show. Think of another one after. Imagine if my hands didn't hurt, Rick. They couldn't warm up. Yeah, the arthritis is killing me. Wow, we're down to 71% humidity in the room. Oh. I don't know what that was, Trev. Ah, yeah. I don't need that yet. Oh, all right, LaGrange. Oh, I know that one, don't I? Ah, LaGrange. Come on. Oh, I used to know it. Is it A? Oh, come on. I used to know that. Oh, come on. Boy. Let's lay that up. So that's the easy part. It's when you go to the... We did tush. We did that. All right. Any other ZZ top off the top of my head? folks. We can't top that. Why would you even try? Oh, now the forearm is... Oh, I'm in pain, Marcel. I'm only playing at 80% tops. Trust me. And the strings didn't break. I was trying. But no. Pick's worn down considerably, though. There's a lot of pick dust. I can see the pick dust. So there you go. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Consider donating to the channel so I can keep doing this. My God, my thumb just fucked up. I don't know if they can hear that. You don't want to hear the... Oh, yeah. So, yes. I got a couple demos coming out this week of guitars, because that's what I do. Could be a setup video. I don't know. Depends on how ambitious I am. Ow, son of a bitch. Although, probably not, because it's going to be raining the next few days. So, yeah, more of this. But yeah, we got a couple demos coming out. If you're in the area this Saturday afternoon, I'm going to be over at Long McQuaid, hanging out during the Customer Appreciation Day. And, yeah, all that. Oh! Other than belching. This coming Sunday, it's the, Father's Day. So we got the annual Father's Day Speciale, featuring myself and Cousin Doug! That's Corn Doug. To some people, Down and Back Cornhole Podcast. You see him in the chats. That's Cousin Doug, and so we're going to have fun with that. And, yeah, so we'll see you sooner, if not later. Well, I'll see you if you put out content. You'll see me when I put out content, because that's how that works. And, congrats to all the new channel members tonight. Thanks to anybody that bought a membership for somebody, or did a super chat or a donation. Awesome. Appreciate it, because it keeps me paying bills. So, yeah. Yes, it's been a crazy week, believe me. And yes, I do need to get back to you. Sorry about that. So, I will do that soon. Yeah. So, on that note, hold those doors open. Let Ed in ahead in traffic, why don't you? He's out on the hog, because it's the good weather. I'm just saying. And then, be good to each other. Happy tone chasing, because... Doug's wife is real, so you might as well tone chase, because you don't want to chase her. What? I said that. Oops. Sorry. That note. Don't litter? Sure.